casting the lots.
O King Ahashveros, you have promoted me over all the princes of your kingdom, but there's a man of the tribe of Benjamin named Mordechai, the Jew, who sits at the king's gate, and he incites all the Yehudim, the Jews. He will not bow down to me nor pay me honor. He insults me and all my ancestors. Aggagite, king of the Amalekites, descended from Edom, and our patriarch Esau, who hated those treacherous Yehudim Jews.
Haman, I've heard you've been casting Purim lots every day for the past 12 months. Why are you doing that?
O king, there's a certain people scattered among all the provinces of your kingdom. They have different laws in there. They do not observe the king's laws. It's not in your interest to let them remain.
Haman, you're my senior advisor. You're my #1 counselor.
I know.
I mean, I want to know, what would you have me do with these Yehudim Jews?
Well, if it's pleasing to you, O king, let it be decreed to destroy all the Jews, the people of Mordechai, and I will pay 10,000 silver talents to your treasury. May it be done soon.
Haman, here, take my signet ring,
Oh,
my royal ring,
beautiful.
and the silver is yours. Keep it for yourself. And the people of these Jews, you do with them whatever you please. And you tell my scribes what you want to do and write it down, and then I'll send it out as a royal decree to all my 127 provinces throughout my kingdom, and we'll seal it with the royal signet ring.
Well, it's the 12th month of Adar. Let a decree be sent out to kill all the Jews and annihilate both young and old, women and children in one day on the 13th of Adar.
Yes, they sound like they're trouble. You are an enemy of the Yehudim Jews.
Good, because I can't stand seeing Mordechai or any of his Jewish people.
Now, Haman, you're my favorite prince.
I know.
Let's sit down to eat,
Sounds
and drink wine, and be merry in my palace.
Yes, let's drink to it, O king. Let's drink a lot and be merry, while Mordechai and the Jews are in sackcloth and ashes, weeping in the streets of Shushan and mourning their future.
Sounds like a good plan.
Mordechai, I'm Chag, whom King Ahashveros appointed to serve Queen Esther. She sent me with this change of clothes for you, so King Ahashveros doesn't see you in your sackcloth and ashes at his gate of his palace, and that will anger him. And she also sent me to find out and ask you why there is such great mourning among all the Jews in Shushan with their fasting and weeping and laying in sackcloth and ashes like you.
No, I don't want the change of clothes. I'll stay in sackcloth. You go tell Queen that Haman, the chief prince and advisor to King Ahashveros, promised to pay 10,000 silver talents to the king's treasury to destroy all the Jewish people. Young and old, women and children, seize all their property on the 13th of Adar.
But you know no one can see the king unless he extends the golden scepter to them, even Queen Esther, or they'll be put to death.
Go tell Queen Esther, do not imagine that you in the king's palace can escape any more than all the Yehudim, the Jews, in Shushan and all through the provinces. For if you keep silent at a time like this, relief and deliverance will arise to the Jews from another place, while you and your father's house will perish. Who knows whether it was such a time as this that you, Esther, have been raised up to a royal position. So now, Hatach, go tell your queen my message. She will understand what I say.
I will do as you say.
Hatach, my servant, what did Mordechai say to you? Why is he sitting at the gate of the palace in sackcloth and ashes, in mourning and with loud weeping? Why?
Esther, my queen, Mordechai said the king's chief prince, Haman, offered to pay 10,000 silver talents to the treasury if the king agreed to have all the Jews in Persia destroyed, killed, and annihilated. Haman on the 13th day of Adar. And the king said, the silver is yours, keep it. And then he agreed to send out a decree to all 127 provinces as Haman advised, and all the Jews in Shushan are distressed and in mourning.
Oh, this is just terrible. Send this message to Mordechai. Go, assemble all the Jews in Shushan. Fast for me. Tell the Jews not to eat or drink for 3 days and nights. Then I will go to the king, which is not according to the law of Persia. And if I perish, I perish. Go tell Mordechai.
Oh, my queen, don't say that, but I will do as you say. I will go quickly.
Haman, I'm glad you came into the palace just now. I couldn't sleep tonight, and I was looking through the book of my royal records. And you just came in at the right time. I have a question to ask you.
Yes.
What should be done for a man whom the king desires to honor?
Whom would the king desire to honor more than me?
Tell me, Haman.
For the man who the king desires to honor, let him outfit him with a royal robe and a horse of the king, and put a crown on his head and parade him through the streets of Shushan and proclaim that the king honors him.
I like your plan. Good. Take a royal robe from my wardrobe. Take a royal horse from my stable. And as you said, go and do so for Mordechai, the Jew.
Mordechai!
You be the one to lead him through the city streets of Shushan, and you proclaim that I, King Ahashveros, that's how I honor the man who did good for the king by exposing a plot against me, the king. So you go honor Mordechai and you lead him through the city streets. Now go and do it. My Queen Esther, this is the second day of your banquet. Please tell me your petition and your request. It should be granted to you even if it's up to half of my kingdom. You know I will have it fulfilled.
If I have found favor in your sight, O king, let my life be given to me as my request, and the lives of my people as my petition. We have been sold, I and my people, to be killed, destroyed, and annihilated.
Wait a minute. Who is he? Where is he? Who would do such an evil thing to my queen? And
The man who is an adversary and an enemy is this wicked Haman.
let him be taken out.
Take him out. Take him
Hanged
out.
on the gallows.
Thank you.
I understand he had a gallows made for Mordecai. Give the house of Haman and his property to Mordecai, who spoke good of me. I'm going to extend the royal scepter to you, my queen. You're being favored. Speak up, please.
Oh, thank you, O king. Please let the evil plot of Haman to destroy all the Jews be averted. How can I endure to see the evil which will befall my people? Please, O king.
Well, you write, my queen. You write to the Jews in my kingdom and seal it with my signet ring, and I'll give them the right to assemble on the same day that Haman had planned and schemed to have them destroyed. They can assemble on the 13th and the 14th of Adar to defend themselves. And anyone who attacks them, they can kill anyone who attacks them. And I will promote, I'm going to advance Mordecai to be second to me in authority over all my kingdom. And he'll be great among all the Jews, because he sought the good of his people, and he sought the shalom of his whole nation.
Oh, thank you, king. I am so relieved. Now I know for the Jews there will be light, gladness, joy, and honor. And we will remember these days of Purim with feasting, rejoicing, sending gifts to one another, gifts to the poor, as we celebrate the month of Adar.
That sounds good to me, my queen. Now why don't we go back to the wine banquet, and why don't we celebrate with a lot of wine?
Let's celebrate.
Welcome to our Purim celebration festival, to Moshe's Persian corner. Chag Purim. It's a great time to celebrate. Of course, who made it all happen? Hashem, God, was in the story but never mentioned once. He was behind the irony, the reversal of expectations, the coincidences. He worked all things together for good for the Jewish people.
And most all of us are familiar with this song. We know the Hebrew, but do you really know what the English says?
And it's easy. Chag Purim. Chag Purim.
Purim feast. Purim feast. A big festival to the Jewish people. Masked noisemakers, songs and dances. Wind your noisemakers.
Wind them up.
Rosh, rosh, rosh.
And the second verse is similar.
Purim feast. Purim feast. We send gifts to one another, treats, sweets, and other nice things. Wind your noisemakers, rosh, rosh, rosh.
Songs and dances. Now everybody can do this. Hope everyone down there in the city is singing and dancing with us. It's a happy song. That's because the bad guy was done away with, right?
Right.
And who was responsible for that, Esther?
Hashem.
Who knows what Esther's name is in Hebrew? Hadassah. And who knows what it means? Myrtle. It's one of the species, one of the decorations we decorate the sukkah with Hadassah, a myrtle, kind of broadleaf plant. Purim scares. And with Hashem's help, as with Hashem, He'll give us the victories. A feast of Purim. What does Purim mean? It means lots. Casting the lots. Chag Purim, Chag Purim, Aggagite, Masador, Rashanim, Azim, Rodrim, I'm gonna reach a Russian house, I'm gonna reach a Russian house, I'm gonna reach a Russian house. Thank you for joining us. Chag Sameyach.